left of summer.
With that being said, we have 36 days left. As you guys know, I'm looking up here, not just looking at the ceiling. We're looking up here because we have YouTube goals for the summer, and that is to get 500 subscribers by the end of summer. We have how many days? 36. We have 312 subscribers right now, and we need 188 more. Is it possible? Hell yeah, it's possible. You know why? Why is it possible? How many subscribers you got on the last video?
We got like 20 plus.
Yep, good job.
I did?
Woo! That was perfect to say 20 plus because we had like 20 something actually.
Yeah.
20 something subscribers off the last video, and I think it's because we reminded you guys. You know, some people just, I watch a lot of videos, a lot of people, and I haven't subscribed. So I think we just remind you guys to subscribe. So help us achieve this goal, please. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, fuck, just throw it. She's gonna be staring at the whole time now. She got OCD.
I do have OCD.
All right.
Which reminds me, OCD. I do have OCD. So this video is going to be about giving you guys relationship advice on certain things that we face that we would like to clear up, because we know a lot of other relationships, a lot of other couples deal with these things, these very big things that can be so little, that we can make so little. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Start it off, babe.
So, as she said before, she just rudely interrupted. Now I'm playing.
Kindly
like, no, that's good. That's good. That, you know, sometimes I have to take the intro because she be like, she didn't know where to start off, but she knows where to start off today. But today we're gonna bring you guys advice on how we deal with arguments. Do we argue? Do we argue?
Yes.
We argue. A lot. A lot. So how do we deal with these arguments? Well, we take a lot of, I have to take a lot of approaches. I ain't even gonna lie. I have to take a lot of approaches to this argument. I think it's more, somebody in a relationship is gonna have to take more responsibility when it comes to argument. Unless you just got a black and white perfect relationship, which I really doubt you do. So
those don't exist.
Don't exist at all. So when it comes out to arguing, I'm with the most beautiful woman in the world, which happens to be the most emotional woman in the world. So sometimes when she comes from acting or whatever the case may be, she might take her attitude out on me sometimes. So sometimes she takes out on me. I used to let my ego get in the way, and I used to get upset at the fact that I'm getting yelled at, and she's just starting to point around at things and, oh, this, that, third, and I get upset and we argue. We just get in these huge arguments. But what I've learned to do is like, okay, man, she's upset. I understand her. Let me sit her down and let's talk about it. But those are the reasonable ego type of arguments, you know, like I said, I had to put my ego down. But there's certain arguments that we get into that I deserve to get yelled at. Like leaving a cup on the side of the bed overnight.
So like, okay, so this is one of the arguments we get into. And it's not so much of an argument, it's just the, you know, trying to tell him what to do in a sense. So like, let's say it's late, it's probably like 12, we get hungry, we eat. He'll leave like his dishes or like his leftover like whatever on our like nightstand, and I have like this thing where like my room needs to be spotless, like no food, if you're gonna eat, and then throw it right out like right away. And even though he does throw them out, but sometimes he takes a little longer than usual, and I feel like he might not throw it out, I start getting like uptight, and I'm just like, oh babe, let me get the thing, or babe, can you throw it out now, can you throw it out now? He just looks at me like, I'm going to throw it out. Yo, cause you just got finished. I like, yo, I don't know about y'all, but at nighttime, like I like to save most of my calories before bed, because I hate going to sleep on an empty stomach. So at nighttime, man, when I haven't ate all day and I finally get to enjoy some meals, and like I just got finished eating like 10 minutes ago, and she's staring, just staring over there, like on my side, and I'm like trying to, oh look at the TV, and she's just staring. That's the time I take my ego and I just calm myself down, like, Nate, you have to understand, she doesn't like it, but there's sometimes it gets the best of me. I don't want to do it that day. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't perfect. Sometimes I'm like, yo, babe, relax, I'm gonna take it out. Oh, why you tell me relax? And then bam, we just start arguing. And then it starts like an unnecessary argument for no reason, and it's really not worth it. So. Yeah, so that is a day or a time that I have to put my ego to the side and go, Nate, just take your stuff and put it away so we can avoid an argument. But some people don't know how to really deal with that. Is it easy? No. You have to put your pride aside for that. Those type of events. Those situations, as they say. So
That's what I do. And then there's other, and then I think I made we both made huge improvements on arguing. I had something I really used to struggle with. She had something she really used to struggle with. For me, it was, like I said, my ego. I didn't want to hear it. Like, yo, if I didn't do nothing to you to make you upset, don't sit here and take it out on me. I used to be really, really big on that. Yeah. And I had a problem on how I dealt with it. I used to just walk out. I used to just leave. And then there was one day that I really realized, like, I have to stop doing that. Is the day that I walk out and I leave, and I realized, like, I didn't want to be nowhere else but here or with her.
Yeah, it was like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 3 in the morning. So I got up. She was calling me. I left her like, nah, fuck that. Nah. Your ego, you get you all hype.
You don't even remember what the argument was about in the beginning, because it gets so big that you forget what you guys were arguing about, and then it gets just way out of hand, too hard to control, and then he leaves, and then you leave, or vice versa, whatever happens. So, like, he left at like 3 in the morning. He got on the train and he went all the way downtown, and that time that we had apart, you know, he was thinking he was calming himself down. I was thinking I was calming myself down, and it made me realize, like, damn, I didn't want him to leave in the first place. Like, why didn't I just hold my tongue, or why didn't I just say what I wanted to say a different way, not like attacking him in a sense. So, like, I was calling him, like, please come back, you know, I'm sorry, whatever. And then he realized that he didn't want to be nowhere else but here.
I didn't want to be nowhere. So I came, when I got down there, I realized, like, deep down inside, I'm like, yo, I don't want to go to Jersey right now. Damn, I want to go back and go, you know, relax. With my girl, I picked up her phone and I'm like, I'm on my way back. I came right back up. I just wasted 2 hours that we could have spent quality time with because I let my ego get in the way. You know, so what I've learned to do is, like, yo, just with her, I understand that I have the ego problem, but with her, she has like she had a communication problem.
Communication, like, I lacked it completely. Like, if I was feeling something, I won't say it, and I'll just keep it bottled in, and they'll just like keep bottling, and they would just, until the bottle is all the way full, and then you explode, and all these things just come flying out, and then you're like, he just sits there like, what the, and I'm like, yo, because last week you did this,
yo,
and then the month before that it was, and then
that's so true.
Yeah.
You'll bring up like things from last.
It's
she'll be upset. Like, okay, so the next day, like, she'll just get mad and just be upset. I'm like, what happened? She's like, yesterday, when I actually threw my dish out, and you gave me an attitude and they gave me upset. I'm like, yo, that was yesterday. Why are we talking about yesterday? And I'll look at it like this too. Like, I'll give this, yo, why are we talking about? And that's letting my ego get away. So what I do now is, when she's upset, I sit her down. I'm like, yo, what's up? Talk to me. And I make her feel comfortable, and I make the ego feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? I use reverse psychology. I'm like, yo, man, it's okay to be upset. I'll be upset too. What's up? What happened? Oh, that's what happened at work? Or that's what happened at the audition? Damn, that's fucked up, man. I agree with you. Yeah. And I just go with it with her, and then she starts to express everything, and she feels a lot better.
Because, like, once you put that ego to the side, then you guys get to communicate and really understand each other.
Yeah.
It's understanding and communicating and letting certain things go so you guys can be met halfway. Because every relationship is 50-50. If one person is trying to do more or not listening and doing all these other things, then you guys will never meet in the middle, because there's just two different energies that won't connect.
And then another thing that we've learned how to do, and look, guys, this took us 1.5 years to really get these things, like, and we still don't have it together.
Yeah, we don't have it down to a T.
Nah, we don't, but it made things a lot better, is understanding one another. So she needs to understand with me that sometimes
you need to
she needs to understand with me that sometimes I just need like an hour of music and meditation. Like, I don't sit there like this and meditate. It's either I go to the gym, or like I just really need to meditate every day. Like, I had dreams and I have to really meditate myself into, like, there's no disrespect to her, she hears about it all day, but there's sometimes I need to get myself together so I can be a better me. And then for her, she has the same thing. She doesn't meditate, but she loves to wake up and just take a shower and you know, do her hair and get herself together. So you have to understand that your loved one needs that time. So you can't get upset. Like, I don't get upset. Yo, why you taking a shower like in the morning, like right before going out? Like, who you trying to impress? We don't let the ego get in the way. I trust her. Like, that's another big thing for us too, is trust. We don't have trust issues, so that's a
like
blessing.
Before you guys were even together, that person had already a set routine. So when you guys come together, there has to be an understanding that there is personal time and together time. It's not like I need space. It's not that type of personal time. It's like just time to gather your thoughts, gather yourself, and really take on the day with your loved ones.
Yeah, and trust issues is like something that we don't trip over. Like I've really noticed that we really don't have arguments over trust issues.
Yeah.
That's like so beautiful. And you know why? I'm not gonna lie. We would have problems if I let it. I stopped the trust issues myself. I stopped. Sometimes your mind will play games. Haskiri has a body. Sometimes she'll put certain things on, and the old me, the immature me, will think in my mind, damn, who's she trying to impress? Damn, she trying to look good for somebody. Damn. But then I've learned as I became a man, like, yo, man, she beautiful. She want to look beautiful. She want to feel beautiful. At the end of the day, I'm not going to stop somebody from looking at her. At the end of the day, I trust her. She can do, I trust her. And I let that trust be, we let the trust build so strong that it's at a level that I never would have thought it would be. Like, before getting to, before we really got into dating, we have this story coming for you guys pretty soon. It's like, it took us a month to really start officially dating, and we'll explain that later on in the future. But the main reason why is because I wanted to make sure before we got in this relationship, I was ready to take on everything and really commit. Not like cheating wise, I'm talking about like really being like, having trust, being being able to communicate,
being there 110%.
Yeah, give her everything I got. So one of the things I knew was she was an actress. But I know acting is not all about like, nice little like, oh hey girl. I know sometimes you're gonna have like a kissing scene, things like that. So I had to really like, before I made a commitment, I'm like, yo, I have to know I can trust her.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Committing, like, know what you're committing to. Really understand it. Really break it down. Like, for me, committing to him, it was like, oh, football camp, hours and hours of training and films and all these extra things that come along with it. Is like, you guys really won't have time to really speak, and that's why this whole YouTube thing started as well, because that distance and that not being able to talk throughout the day does play tricks on you. You're like, is he really in football? I mean, what is he doing? Like, he might not be, damn, 4 hours. You start going through all these things, and then when you guys finally get to talk, it's like you have so much to tell him, or she has so much to tell you. Well, he has so much to tell you, and then there's so much that has to be put in like a time. Like, you guys put a time limit to how long you guys get to talk.
Yeah.
So that's really important. Like, just communicating throughout the day and really trusting that person, and then the moment you guys do get to speak, just take full advantage of it and don't make it start an argument like, well, you were too busy today. Like, I used to do that a lot.
Yeah. And then what happens is, like, if you don't really give your trust into your loved one, when situations like that do go down, you let the mind games play. But like, when she does auditions or we don't talk or whatever the case may be, every time that even tries to play around in my brain, I said, I trust her. It's over. That's it. That's it. I trust her. That's it. And I'm able to love Haskiri. I'm able to enjoy this relationship because I trust her. I don't let negative energy, negative thoughts play in my mind, because I know that's only going to take away from the relationship when things just could be beautiful the way they supposed to. Don't bring your past into the new relationship. Don't bring your trust issues with your ex with your new girl. You got to be able to really understand that, okay, if I'm gonna be with this person, I have to learn and build. You have to, of course, build trust. But after the trust is built, and this person hasn't done anything for you not to trust them, don't just give it 100%. You only live one time. You're only gonna probably really be in love with the one, as they say, one time in your life. So you got to really give it your all. And then another thing that we do is, like, we not put our pride to the side, but like, we do things that you're gonna have to meet, like Haskiri said earlier, you have to meet 50-50. You're gonna have to meet 50-50.
Put yourself in their shoes and look at it from their point of view and try to really understand where they're coming from. Like, even when an argument starts up, take a minute to really understand why they're arguing about that and like what it means to them, because certain things like that do help. Then you're like, oh, okay, I see why they're mad. Like, I can understand that. And sometimes it doesn't happen always. We're not saying you guys should always do it, but try to do as much as possible, because then it will become second nature. You'll start to do it more and not even realize it. Like, sometimes I have trouble with it. Like if he's mad about something and he just doesn't want to talk about it, then I'll get upset because I'm like, what, is it me? Like, does it? And he's like, no, it's not you. And you know, that's when the mind games start playing into like the whole situation, and then you start bringing up irrelevant shit just so that you could keep poking at them so they can tell you what the real situation is. And like that's one thing everybody should be like aware of. Like your partner is there because they love you. Your partner is there to have a shoulder to lean on, to actually care for you. So don't beat them up. You know, try to talk to them and just help each other, uplift each other.
Yeah. And then when you get into these heated arguments, just know like, yo, do I want to be with her? Do I love her? I'm mad, but do I want to be with her? As soon as you start asking yourself these questions, and then you know like you got work at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and it's 7 p.m., you just got in the house and you're arguing with this loved one, but you know, oh, I'm not going to talk to him for the rest of the night. But at the end of the day, do you want to be with him or do you want to be with her? Okay, if you want to be with him and her, then why are you creating this space and this time? Because your ego. Now there's times in relationships that you do need space and you need time, but I'm talking about these little ego tripping arguments. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I do it a lot with myself.
Like
it's
why even let it get that far in the beginning, in the first place? Like if you really truly know that you love that person, all right, if you guys argue, it's fine, but make sure you guys don't go to bed mad at each other. Make sure you clear it up. Make sure you guys are on a good note, because you never know what tomorrow could bring. And then you're like, you just sit back and like, damn, I got in a stupid argument over her eating the last bowl of cereal or some shit like that. Like,
and if you're
so
one of the significant others that are not listening to your loved one, somebody else will listen to the other one. It's just, that's just how it goes, bro. If you're not listening to her or him, another person will. So, you know, don't, you know, I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm keeping it 100 with you. So, you know, if you have this ego tripping problem, I used to have this ego tripping problem. Learn how to deal with it, man. Things will be a lot more beautiful and make more sense. You know what I'm saying? We learned how to do that because we had to learn, because yo, I only saw 2 times a week, and then sometimes we saw each other, we was arguing. I'm like, yo, why are we arguing right now? So I wanted to really stop that from happening, and we try to minimize it as much as we can, but we still argue. Don't get messed up. We still argue. It's not. It doesn't work perfect, but we,
like,
you know, it
a
works.
relationship won't work if y'all don't put everything on the table, sort it out, figure it out, talk about it, and then go about your day. Like you can't just have a fantastic fun day if your partner has something in the back of their head always bothering them, or they're always thinking about something. So just make sure you guys talk, communicate, understand, listen, switch roles, see what's going on. Like,
and if you don't got if your partner's not willing to like better himself or herself, then I'm saying though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why be unhappy the rest of your life because you got somebody that got ego problem? Like you got a dude that wants to go out every night with his boys or liking girls' Instagram pics, and then you got a girl that always taking immature pictures and always, you know what I'm saying, hanging with mad dudes
and trying to do something they shouldn't be doing. Like if that's the lifestyle y'all want, then by all means bless y'all, have a good relationship. But if that's not the lifestyle you want, and you want something more serious, something that's gonna be long lasting, long term, and you're thinking future wise, then really sit down with yourself and think about, like, write down the pros and cons. Does this person want to better themselves for us, not for me, for us, you know, because it has to be,
it's a job.
Yeah,
it's a job too. Like people think it's like, oh, look at Nate, how scary, they love each other. So nah, bro, this is a job. Like this is a job. Like even when you're done doing what you gotta do, sometimes you're gonna have to go overtime with another job, which is your relationship. You have to come home and deal with something. A lot of people don't like that. I hate when people are in relationships and the first thing they want to do is drink to run away from the pain, and do drugs to run away from the pain. Nah, bro, you gotta really deal with pain. You gotta face pain in the face. Like, yo, listen, man, what's the problem? You get off work or you get back to your crib and like, yo, look, let's talk about it. What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? And yo, it's sexy when she does it to me. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. And I know it's sexy when I do it. And I'm like, yo, what's the problem? Yo, give me your feet. Give me a foot massage. Come here. Like, come on, tell me what the problem is, yo. What's up? Oh, word? Oh, that happened?
After this video.
Hell no. So, so at the end of the day, man, you just, you know, we communicate. We put our ego to the side, and we really try to understand each other, man, because we know where we want to be. So, hope this video really helped you guys. If you got any questions, leave it down below. We'll have another story time.
Yeah, if you have any like relationship questions, I'm sorry, I just cut him off. I kindly cut him off. out of love.
Nah, it's all good.
Now, if you guys have like a relationship question or whatever, Nate's really good at those things, so do feel free to. It's true.
I know,
oh no, our camera's almost dying too. Okay, real fast. If you have any questions, please comment below or direct message us. Whatever works best for you, let us know. We will be happy and excited and everything to answer.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if you love this person, he or she, do what you got to do to keep it strong. And win your love, man. Follow your heart too.
Yeah. And one more thing. Also, if you guys do get into an argument, sometimes, a lot of the times, it's the way you say things. So always think about how you're gonna say things before you say it. Cause I know that sometimes I want him to clean up his mess. So I'll be like, babe, can you just do this? Instead of like, baby, look, you know, I've told you this multiple times. Can you please, you know, certain things like that.
That's a perfect example. Now put it to action.
Yeah.
So
give me a foot massage, yo.
So if you like the video, just put a thumbs up. It's easy. Just doop. And then if you haven't subscribed, just doop. And you helping us out here. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate it. So
help us out. Help us out.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I said love the video. We are love across the Hudson.
Hope you guys love the video.
We are love across the Hudson.
We are love across the Hudson.
We are love across the Hudson.
We are love across the. Please go say what. We are love. You have to say it though. I have to. 1, 2, 3. We are love across the Hudson. Subscribe, thumbs up, share, tell your friend to tell a friend, and maybe we could be friends. We could do this every week. That's a song.
L is for the way you look at me. O